Tulsa, Oklahoma, home to the Tulsa Golden Hurricane in Skelly Field, where the fans have gathered and they are ready to see those Hurricanes gather some strength. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a team from the AAC, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. Looking for blockers. And the returner is stopped. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Wants to throw, it's Bowman. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Third and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Now they'll run the draw. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Fires to the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires one deep over the middle. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So the Tulsa Golden Hurricane offense comes out and they'll take over for the first time in this one. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Outside the pocket, lets it go. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. Nice move to keep moving. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. With the run on 1st and goal.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's running in the open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Quickly to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. The Cowboys have pushed it inside the 20. He leaves it with the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Zings it complete to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Here's the handoff. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by 7 over Memphis. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Vaughn. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. And they got him for the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This is a 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Running it back, it's Presley. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Gonna take a shot. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Williams looking for a man. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Fires left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The back goes in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Grabbed over the middle, it's Benjamin. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Trying to turn the corner on the right. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off play action. He'll take a deep shot here. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
The Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Jet sweep to the receiver. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. It's a draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense.
Picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Power football with the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Grabbed on the outside, it's Presley. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotion.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team out there getting set. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. To the air, it's Bowman. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Caught over the middle, it's Gordon. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And how about the confidence? This coach is very confident. 4th down, backed up in my territory, inside my 20, and you go for it? Wow, you better get it, and you did here. So great coaching.
Makes the grab. It's Gordon. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Cowboys are on the move. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully. They've got it at the 30. The Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Wake Forest rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Winston-Salem. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive. 25. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with the lone back. At the 45 on his way. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Presley. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Got his man in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Williams will pass. Fires to the big fella.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Unloads quickly. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Williams looking for a man. Got his man on the outside. Stopped after making the catch.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they execute and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. And he makes the grab along the sidelines, but a little too close to the sidelines. He's out of bounds. It's incomplete, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, it's a great place to be.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Buys a little time. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's got him this time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Finds a man in the middle. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Gets it out quickly.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Unloads to the wideout. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots.
Open runway ahead. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tulsa.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Back to throw, it's Bowman. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Handoff to the single back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Snares it outside. It's Williams. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Presley. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Tulsa will come to the line on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that 1st half. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate.
They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Presley. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
Slips through the line, and the returner will be knocked down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short when you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Going for it on fourth down must be part of their philosophy. Just 1 for 3 so far in this one. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got him wide open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Into the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Finds his man. It's Stewart. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the catch. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to throw. It's Bowman. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. Got his man out of the backfield. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good.
That makes the score. Tulsa, 27. Oklahoma State, 23.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
He'll keep it himself. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They ran it on first down, now on second. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Williams will pass. They've got the screen set up. Fighting off the defender. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The give out of the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Benjamin. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Tulsa now has it in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal coming up. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. Steps away. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. He's right on target. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Bowman. Release to the back. Finds his man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Looking for a block. It's Presley. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll go to the toss. Turns it on in midfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back goes in motion. He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tulsa. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. They're trying to get to him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. With the catch, it's Gordon. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Sometimes you wonder if rivals really don't like each other. This guy sure doesn't like anybody on the other side. He's tackling everybody.
And that's the kind of defender I want. The guys who don't like people. They love collisions. They love to throw their body around. Jesse, he's been all over the field.
And this guy's good week in, week out, right? But in this game, he just seems like he's more dialed in, and he's playing at a different intensity level right now than I think anybody else on the field.
It's complete. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Williams looking for a man. Got his man. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. The field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field. Did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way, maybe, to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on there.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. He finds his man. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Owens. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
He's going for it all. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The sure hands, it's Owens. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They keep attacking through the air. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting close position.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Scanning the field, it's Bowman. Got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They want to throw it. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. The play action fake. Feeling some heat. And he's got it! Pistols firing! Touchdown, Cowboys!
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
He wants to the fake, and he wants to throw. And they swarm him under.
The 2-point attempt is no good.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
41, Oklahoma State, 29.
Coming out with it, it's Presley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
Williams will pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He'll do it himself. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Williams looking for a man. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Salt into your wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Trying to find his man on first down. Coming after him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
And listen, obviously, like this area.
Tulsa, Oklahoma, home to the Tulsa Golden Hurricane in Skelly Field, where the fans have gathered and they are ready to see those Hurricanes gather some strength. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a team from the AAC, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Cowboys offense will take the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Unloads to the right. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Williams will pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They'll try to get on the same page this time, 2nd and 10 from the 31. Off the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man, it's Williams. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Offense set on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this soft pick. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Another incompletion on third down. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get landed on.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Williams looking for a man. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up third and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
And the returner will be brought down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Looking to throw, it's Bowman. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the missed connection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And the Cowboys in the hurry-up. They'll go to the ground. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The punt team makes its way onto the field. On the return, it's Presley. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. The last time time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. From the gun, the ground game. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Tulsa now has it in the red zone. He'll keep it himself. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
And it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge game.
Tulsa will come to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tulsa. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, and get that touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Bowman. Spits it out to the back. He's got it down the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Cowboys are rolling down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. What a snag by the defense. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 33. 1st down here for the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll try it again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Fires into traffic, picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Right down the middle. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The offense set for a 1st down play. Handoff to the lone back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild 1st quarter. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. It's complete on the right side. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. 3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Williams will pass. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
On third down, going up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Owens. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
And that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Gotta love the physicality on fourth down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. And the Cowboys will have a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Getting some heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking for a man. It's Bowman. Fires to the middle. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Looking down the middle. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over Boston College. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Off play action on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's finally got it out of bounds, and even with that kind of pickup, they are still short of the 1st down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. And this one splits the uprights. And after the 3-spot guys were all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Makes the catch. It's Gordon. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. They're going to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Owens. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The give to the tailback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Got down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Bowman. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Wants to throw on 3rd. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Cowboys will hustle to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got a man, it's Owens. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Line gets set, 1st down. Running to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Using the quick game.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And the Cowboys are flying down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. It's complete.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're bringing heat. Usually see better timing between this senior quarterback and his receivers. That one well behind him. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Bowman. He's got it. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open a ton.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punt out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Going up top on first down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. A little screen to the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Williams looking for a man. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team.
On to kick it away.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. He wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Gordon. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Touchdown, Cowboys! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Oklahoma State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
All teed up and ready to go here in the 2nd half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Roughing the pass, defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. So the quarterback stood in there and took that hit, and it pays off with a roughing the passer penalty and a first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Tulsa wasting no time. They'll give it to the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Running with power. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He has been in see-ball, get-ball mode all day, and he is making his mark in this rivalry game, guys.
I'll tell you, he was sick and tired of reading about and hearing about the offenses coming into this one. This guy had his own designs and his own plans. He has been balling, David, all over the field.
And it's so fun. A rivalry game, you have so much emotion, so much passion. Well, guess what? You can let that out on defense. And defense, you can fly around, make plays, and he's been doing it all game long.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Caught near the sideline, it's 4. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different shifts and motions to give their offense.
On first down, now it's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Bowman. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. Wide open, and it's a foot race. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up with an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air, it's Bowman. He fires a bullet to the right. Got his man. Hit the afterburners, kid. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. The Cowboys are marching down the field. To the ground with the back. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Trying play action. That's caught. It's 4. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And the Cowboys will move the sticks. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. He's going to pass. Got it on the outside. It's 4.
Got to like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Reels it in the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 11 over USF. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Caught in the backfield, it's Watkins. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. It's now 2nd down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Presley. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Tulsa.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
A strike downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half, it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Fast motion from the offense. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ford.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
Good timing on the quick out.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded.
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Williams will pass. Makes his connection. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Tulsa now has it in the red zone. Leaves it with the running back. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. Caught on the outside, it's Gordon.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the 1st down. It was a great individual effort there on 3rd down, getting back a bunch of yards. Now they're in a position to go for it here on 4th.
They'll try to pick up the 1st. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
And the Cowboys are on the move. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. These 2 teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. To the air, it's Bowman. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time,
and this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Cowboys line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Tulsa wasting no time. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run play action. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Back to pass, it's Bowman. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but still counts as a sack.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. A low line drive and short kick. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if I'm the running back, I'm like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Looking to pass. It's Bowman. Takes the easy completion. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make two in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off play action. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And then third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team.
Number 29 on to punt it away.
On the move, it's Presley. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Caught behind the line. It's Gordon. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Now on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Dropping back, it's Bowman. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. The give from the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll give it on the counter. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
Deep throw off his back foot. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they got him for the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll run it from the gun. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team.
On to kick it away.
Makes a move. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these 3rd downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punt.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Bowman. Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Got his man quickly. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
And in this game, this guy has shown you why he's one of the best in the country. He has so much ability at the running back position. Speed, quickness, the ability to break tackles, unbelievable vision. Already now with 150 yards rushing, the defense has no answer for him. They've got to find a way to slow this guy down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. A 3rd and long here. They can pick up the 1st down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. attempts, fellas. Still tie ball game. On first down, here comes this offense. Williams looking for a man. Finds the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now on first down from the 30. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's there to make the stop, and the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. Looking to move it through the air. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And a great effort on the final play of regulation, but we've got more football ahead. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gordon. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And now on second down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Dropping back, it's Bowman. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They take the lead here in overtime. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score Oklahoma State 41, Tulsa 34.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll throw it on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense time.
For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime. Looking left. Got it! Touchdown, Tulsa! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Wants to throw on 1st down. Steps away to find some room.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Tulsa now has it in the red zone. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now they regain the lead. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. To throw, it's Bowman. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. They go to the ground. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. They've got a little work in front of them here on 3rd down if they want to keep this drive alive and try to win it with a touchdown. Snagged on the outside, it's Owens.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the 1st down after making the catch. 4th and short now. Let's see what they do.
The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
That's now the 2nd missed field goal for this guy. And you have to wonder if the weather is playing a bit of a factor. Not easy to kick in these kind of conditions with all this rain.
It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing the ball.
I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field. Guys stepped up, guys delivered, and put you in a position to win. In the end, moving forward, when the game's on the line, you got to be able to close games out.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.